All right, joining us now, congressional reporter for the Washington Examiner, Samantha-Jo Roth. Samantha, thank you for joining us. Very much appreciated. You were recently in Arizona. I'm wondering, do voters, I mean, Governor Newsom says it's time to move on, but do voters still care about what happened in 2020 and how has it affected the state's politics?
Well, Sam, I will tell you, in speaking with voters on both sides of the aisle, I don't think a lot of folks are really, dialing in to what exactly happened in the 2022 election. When you speak with a lot of Republicans, a lot of them just want to move on. They really want to focus on the future, what the party is going to look like. Of course, this does not include every single voter that I spoke with. There are a couple who, do still challenge the results of the election. But I would say overall, a lot of folks just want to move on. They want to talk about the future. And, I will tell you, a lot of Republican operatives in the state are very frustrated that the conversation continues to come back to this because it's just not a winning issue with voters there.
Now, you recently interviewed Democratic Congressman Ruben Gallego. He is running, challenging Senator Kyrsten Sinema for her seat. She obviously left the party. It's a kind of complicated race there. But what did he have to say about how he plans to win over what is ostensibly a weird path? He's got to win over some independent voters, has to win Democratic voters. It could be a three-way race there.
Well, I will tell you that Gallego is very aware of the challenges that lie ahead, and so do his advisors. He really is traveling the state. He's trying to talk to voters in every section. I was able to join him at a town hall in Peoria. And he's trying to talk to those independents. We know just how important they are in the state of Arizona. They make up such a huge percentage. And what he's dealing with is progressives really are just the minority of the state of Arizona. Unaffiliated voters as well as Republican voters really outweigh Democrats in the state. So he's got to work through that. He's really using, what he is looking at his military background, talking about how, that could actually appeal to Republican voters. He's also looking at, how his Hispanic background is able to appeal to voters. And those are things he's going to have to overcome. Arizona independents are a very, very hard block of voters to convince. So that is really what he's trying to do in a state that a lot of folks say isn't entirely purple. Yes, Democrats have won in the state over the last couple of cycles, but when you speak with voters there, a lot of them have just been really unhappy with the choices that Republicans have given them. If they had been given a much better Republican choice, voters tell me that is how they would have voted. And so basically that is kind of the challenge that Gallego has to deal with right now.
All right, congressional reporter for the Washington Examiner, Samantha-Jo Roth. Really appreciate you coming in, and thank you for providing your insights from Arizona. Now, turning to the Supreme